Alright, alright, alright. And with that, it looks like we're live. Let's go, let's go. Okay. Greetings! You're not showing up in the thing yet, that's always so annoying. Okay, now hopefully you will. Alright. Oh, it seems like you do now, let's go. Goodly. Now, let's see if we can reach Mewtwo. Also, do I have Shadow Ball in there? I do, okay. That should give us a reasonable chance. Cool. It sure is tiring to go back to work after not being there for like 2 weeks. Also, I have to make sure I remember that this week my schedule is slightly different, because I will work on Thursday but not on Friday, which the unfortunate side is I won't be able to play much Kirby Air Riders on Thursday because of that. The advantage is I'll be able to play a lot of Kirby Air Riders on Friday because of it. Meow. Get in there. These truly are just a major test of patience sometimes. Cool, flaccid limp throw like a dipshit. Dude. Whatever. No, I think our actual goal is quite close. Now, how do we justify the fact that we have this green Mewtwo wild as this purple Mewtwo deep down here? Because of course we have to justify it with the earlier established the dumbass lore nonsense. Like, I say undermining it even though I actually love that kind of junk. There's a reason Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2 is so keynote, and it's because it's easy to just create a character from whole cloth. Alright. I'm a bit worried with that explicit mention that its stats rose. Okay, I think we'll be good if that's the worst it can do. Okay, I think we're good. Now in my old save file, I cut it in an Ultra Ball, so in this one I think I won't be... I won't do the whole thing where it's like, yeah, but everyone uses a Master Ball already though. I'll just fucking use it, especially to keep up the pace. I'll show you a little bit of like the nonsense it can do. It's like it can create those barriers and such. I'm not... Can you actually throw them into that? You can, okay. We're not catching it in a Master Ball, I suppose. Okay, well that's awesome. What fucking nonsense. Good lord. Honestly, I suppose there's not super many Mewtwo's in normal Pokeballs, so we take those. True, something like that. I'm gonna do something hilariously fucked. So let's take a quick look here. Adamant, okay. So that one's adamant, and the one I use... whoops. Also, damn it! I am ugly and gay. Okay, a ball. Okay. Blue attack and red defense. Let's double check. Right, red is good, blue is bad. So the attack on my normal one is lower. In that case, that means I think it's best if I build one of them around being the special attacker and the other one around being the physical attacker. Hell yeah. Means I can get rid of Brick Break on this chap. Exactly. Now at some point I'll definitely take at least a shiny Mewtwo and throw it into Pokemon Home, but before then I want to be sure that I've done everything I want to do in the save file. Because once you put it into Home and then put it into like a Sword and Shield or whatever, you can't put it back into Let's Go anymore, I believe. It's like you can put it in Home and then back in Let's Go, but the moment it enters another game, like the Let's Go data is removed, and so you lose out on that. But I think we'll get plenty out of it in the meantime. I also need to double check if like there's more, if there's like ribbons you can get in Let's Go. Alright. Now, we are going to be approaching one of the best additions from Let's Go, but you'll see when you'll see. Also, let's go ahead and put you back in the front of the party. Right. Okay. I should quickly heal up my Mewtwo though. Putting Clefable in there is charming, considering Clefairy was almost one of the mascots of the series. It's probably for the best that it wasn't, ultimately, because I don't think it has the staying power of either Pikachu or Eevee. But it is fun then. And of course, after I remove Brick Break, that's when she does that. I wonder if that's intentionally meant to counter that most people will be using Mewtwo as like a trial run in a fight. Okay, now I get a safe opportunity to use Brick Break. It's not the cleanest method, but Gengar! victory bar is charming. I'm very glad that they got a lot of just a lot of time to shine in ZA. And honestly, almost all the conditions in ZA align perfectly for Victreebel to just be a great Pokemon for any team. Like, it arrives early, it evolves early, it gets a Mega relatively early, and it actually has all the abilities that would need to be really useful. Well, sucker punching me is rude. Though, if it's aimed at the tummy, then... Now the issue is, I'm quite certain that Blastoise is going to Mega Evolve. Sorry. Oh, that is a high level Blastoise, and I honestly do think it's going to Mega Evolve, so... Yeah, that's my worry. Ooh, okay, that gives me an opportunity to heal the other one too. Let's go. Okay, I have a bunch of max potions in the back too, so I won't feel too bad about using this now. Yeah, figures. Alright, let's see. One is Thunderbolt and the other Thunder Punch, so I think we'll be in the clear. Get bent. Green is such a fantastic addition to Let's Go. Like, there's a lot of stuff that's like a bit questionable. Like, if you take the Pokemon timeline at all seriously, then what the fuck is happening in Let's Go? But her inclusion is definitely a really good one. I won't comment. Though, I mean, why wouldn't I in some ways, you know? The problem is that I do think about that kind of thing, jeez. Oh no. Alright, so now let's see. I think... let's see, there's 2 other big fights we need to do at some point. Okay. Okay, so the conditions to fight red are some bullshit that I haven't prepared for. What are the conditions for blue? Okay, so for blue, it's just going back to the Viridian Gem. Okay, let's start gathering some other legendary Pokemon. See, I need to beat 6 of these kinds of trainers apparently to actually get myself the red fight. But that's I'm gonna have to like find those trainers with Pokemon that I actually have, and I'm not sure if like I need to double check if you need to like solo them with that Pokemon, or if you need to just have that Pokemon at the front of your party. Alright. I still can't believe we caught Mewtwo in a single ball, but I guess it makes sense due to my grand natural compatibility. The presentation on those legendaries is real nice. Now it's nice for him that his stats rose, but I'm gonna one-up him on that. Also, fun fact, because this game doesn't have held items, Mewtwo and Charizard have like a distinct low advantage, in that you can actually just properly choose which one you want to go with. Like, on my main Let's Go file, I have a Mewtwo that's kind of built around using both, although with a focus primarily on X. get bent. Yeah, like, both of them look real nice. Cute. You can, funnily enough, you can slightly adjust Eevee's hairstyle through like the touchscreen if you play in handheld, which I don't think you can do if you're not playing in handheld, but it's neat that it exists at all. Did Mewtwo just clip through the ceiling? That's kind of embarrassing, dude. God, that's sort of like everything needs to be like hyper detailed without any actual real benefit to the gameplay. That mentality is like the reason I really want GTA 6 to flop, even though like fake gamer normies will eat it up. Just because people love their slop. Like, sure, it's like high quality slop, but what's the point? Nice. Once I've got an Electabuzz, I'm gonna test if you need to just have like only Electabuzz or like a Spotty that just happens to have it. Yeah, honestly, real. I cannot fucking stand the fact that Metroid is getting infected with Reddit slop. Of all the fucking Jesus fucking Christ. Okay. Okay. Now we're gonna immediately test if we need a full team or what. The worst timing in what sense? Okay, yeah, it's a 1v1. Fuck. Then we don't stand a chance. The game really expects you to raise almost every fucking Pokemon to the point of nonsense. Like, the sheer amount of investment you actually need for a Pokemon to be strong as fuck here too. Yeah, you're right. Fuck, that's so genuinely sad. Like, Dread created such a wonderful amount of just a wiggle room for the series to grow and improve and just bring hype in, and then you get this shit. Good lord. Let's transform into X so we can see the X shiny this time. Hell yeah. I think both of them look really sick in green. I'm leaning slightly towards Y. I'm not 100% sure. Either way, like, I can't wait for it to also get into Go. Like, Mega Mewtwo has been so long overdue. Kinda fucked that she has a fossil team which is all weak to electric in the power plant of all places. And that's actually nice. Very nice. Now there's something suspicious. Ooh, we actually get to fight it first, I think? Yeah, let's go. Yeah, honestly. It's funny actually, like yesterday when I was out and about with Melty, which, you know, one of my my friends is quite into Pokemon, we talked about Paradox Pokemon a little bit, and she was basically convinced that past Pokemon were from the literal past. So I actually used Brute Bonnet specifically as the example to prove that no, these really are parallel timelines. Like, if you have like 3 tracks of parallel timelines, you could like maybe do some diagonal travel, but most of it is relatively horizontal. Because Brood Banette is the explicit example of it not making any sense. Because it's just a modern Pokeball in Ancient World. It just does not add up. Whereas with Voltorb, like, you can track its evolution where it was more like a chestnut mimic. And then it became like a proper Pokeball mimic when those started just becoming widespread. But similarly, Fungus, like, mimics the Pokeball thing. But Pokeballs did not exist like that in those times. There's a dedicated Zapdos trainer. I mean, I guess you can get multiple of the birds in this game, but that's still wild to think about. It kind of sucks that Charizard, Aerodactyl, and Dragonite are the only Pokemon you can fly on. Because, like... how do I put this? It basically means that if those three aren't your team's flying type, then you're missing out. Or you're gonna have to, like, double down on having multiple flying types. So, like, I really think that practically all the big flyers should have been flyable in this game. I think it's better if I catch it in a normal Pokeball. What else? Wow, okay, that dude did not want to stick around. Well, some are convinced that, like, almost all legendaries are multiple of a kind, let's say. I think that the birds in particular are, like, rare, very rare, rather than one of a kind. In this game, you can actually catch just multiples of them. I saved before the encounter, right? Alright, now for this one I will get an Ultra Ball just because it fits the colors. Stupid. Damn it. Dipshit, come on. Get to the other side. Fucking hell. Come on. Come on, man! Of course. Okay, thank goodness. That would be best. Like, unfortunately, from my understanding, we're going to, like, some random fucking Asian country or whatever, instead of, like, Greece, when Greece would have been far more interesting and would have, like, had the potential for a lot of, like, cool mythological Pokemon. But we'll see. Alright, we'll try and remember where the hell Moltres was. I really can't wait for Mewtwo to get into ZA. Like, I need to know what, like, its new dex entries are gonna be. I'm sure they'll have some interesting stuff in them. I think Let's Go is the only other time we've had them in the... We've had Mega Mewtwo with dex entries. Because, like, in Sun and Moon, he wasn't in the native dex, so he didn't actually get entries. Yeah, it's like it's a logistical nightmare to just create new ones all the time. But like sometimes it feels a little bit egregious how it feels like it's primarily recycled stuff. I did not intend to go down here. Okay. I think around there is my goal, but I'm not even entirely sure. Damn it, now I'm extra disoriented. There's a whatchamacallit, an Officer Jenny at some point. That's, if I come across her, like that's right next to the actual Moltres. Alright, I think we're there. Alright. Now the issue here is that the best suited ball is the normal Pokeball. So that means low catch rates. Don't you love that? Ooh. Okay. Now this is gonna suck absolute cock. Come on. Come on, man. Let's Go really is like the best unplayable game of all time. It's like there's so much that's nice about this game, and it's just not remotely playable. Come on. There's like some weird state between being bored and tilted that comes with this this whole ordeal. Fuck, man. Like the free bounce, like the free shake rule has generally been one of Pokemon's greatest strengths. But in a game like this, it honestly feels like shit. Another part of the issue as well is that, like, whenever you do make a good throw, it never feels like it gets rewarded. See? Oh my fucking god, finally. Good lord. So true. Welcome back. You missed me having the most frustrating possible experience with Moltres after a relatively normal Zapdos. Moltres was exactly the type of encounter that, like, makes blatant all the weaknesses of the catch system. Mostly because of the self-imposed restriction to use normal Pokeballs only, or Moltres to, like, fit its color scheme more. At the same time, like, that was not so fun. Let's completely wipe him. The little green dude against the big old snake dragon fish. And David wins against Goliath or whatever. I think it was Internet Historian that basically compared, like, David and Goliath to just the small guy having a gun because of how, like, powerful slings actually were. Like, it might have been someone else that did so, but it's like, when you put that into perspective, that's funny as hell. Yeah, honestly, I don't think he was wrong. Okay, having that light screen up when we're about to fight as Ace might be a little bit troublesome, but we'll see. I think we'll still like 2-shot, maybe even 1-shot. Probably 2-shot. Oh my. Okay, let's go. That went from potentially very fucky to I'm gonna win very quickly. Oh yeah, you love to see that. The strongest Pokemon for the strongest trainer, no? Now, at this point, I don't think there's much left to be done. It's like, the only other, like, the thing with Red is that, like, to face him, I need to beat 6 of those, like, Master Trainers. And I think I might prefer to eat my entire nutsack rather than just trading 6 random Pokemon to level 75 right here and right now, you know? So, that in particular is not happening now. The Elite Four rematches might be a thing, but like, I think it's probably best if... I'm probably gonna stop playing this now, Drowsy Hype. I'm probably gonna stop playing this. I might train some stuff red off stream, and at some point in the future we'll do one where it's just Red and the Elite Four. It's just like probably a relatively small stream. But that's the type of stream that may or may not happen one day, you know? I think it's best to treat the game as basically being over now. And then... yeah, wait, one thing I should do is... now, before ZA finally adds new ones... the interesting thing is that this is the only game actually where Mewtwo has, like, Mega Mewtwo has Dex entries so far. God, 100 meters in 2 seconds, that's ridiculous. He's so fucking cool. God, he really is a beautiful, just absolute powerhouse. Oh my god, the green, like, I think the green is a bit of a downgrade on, like, the base design, but on the Megas, it looks really good, I feel. Like, am I the only one that feels that way? Because, like, it looks so much nicer on the Megas. God, Mewtwo is so cool. It's crazy just how right they got it first try, all things considered. Alright. Now, with that in mind, I'm gonna go ahead and call it here. Alright, I did save. Yeah, Shadow Mewtwo demonstrated how cool he looks in black too. Like, honestly, Pokken might be a fun one to stream at some point. The only question at that point is going to be whether I main Mewtwo or Shadow Mewtwo in that. Like, my actual main is Shadow Mewtwo, but it might be more, like, thematically appropriate to pick normal Mewtwo. But yeah, I'm gonna call it here, right now. I'm not sure what I'll be streaming tomorrow yet. And on Wednesday, it'll be a break, as always. And then on Thursday, even though I will be, like, probably kind of weekend tired from 4 work days in a row, I'll still play a bunch of Air Riders. And on Friday, I'm probably gonna start extra early for more Air Riders. But yeah, good Nate.